Fahrenheit 451 written by Ray Bradbury. Have you ever imagined a world where books are illegal? A world where firefighters don't stop fires but start them? That is the frightening world of Fahrenheit 451, one of the most famous dystopian novels ever written. Written by Ray Bradbury in 1953, Fahrenheit 451 is a powerful story about censorship, technology, and the importance of thinking for yourself. Even though it was written over 70 years ago, many people believe its message is more relevant than ever. Let's explore this unforgettable story. The main character is Guy Montag. He works as a firefighter. But in this society, firefighters have a very different job. Instead of putting out fires, they burn books. The government has decided that books are dangerous because they make people think, ask questions, and sometimes disagree with each other. To keep everyone happy, all books are banned. At the beginning of the story, Montag enjoys his work. He believes he is helping society. Every time someone reports a hidden collection of books, Montag and his team rush to the house and burn everything. The temperature at which paper catches fire is said to be 451 degrees Fahrenheit, giving the novel its title. Montag lives with his wife, Mildred. Their relationship feels cold and empty. Mildred spends almost all of her time watching giant television screens that cover the walls of their home. She calls the people on these screens her family. She rarely has meaningful conversations with Montag, and she is more interested in entertainment than in real life. One day, Montag meets a 17-year-old girl named Clarice McClellan. She is very different from everyone else. Clarice enjoys walking outside, watching the rain, smelling flowers, and asking questions. She asks Montag one simple question: "Are you happy?" This question changes everything. Montag realizes he has never truly thought about his own life. He begins to wonder if burning books is really the right thing to do. Clarice's curiosity opens a door in his mind that cannot be closed. Not long afterward, Clarice suddenly disappears. Montag later learns that she has died, possibly in a car accident. Her death deeply affects him and makes him think even more about the strange world around him. Soon, Montag experiences another shocking event. His team is sent to burn the library of an elderly woman who has secretly collected books. Instead of leaving her home, the woman chooses to stay inside with her books. She lights the fire herself and dies with them. Montag cannot understand why someone would willingly die for books. Before leaving the house, he secretly steals one of the books without telling anyone. Back at home, Montag hides the book and begins reading it. The more he reads, the more he realizes that books contain ideas, emotions, history, and knowledge that television can never provide. However, keeping books is extremely dangerous. If anyone discovers his secret, he could lose his job, or even his life. Montag's fire chief, Captain Beatty, is an intelligent and mysterious man. Beatty seems to understand books very well, even though he believes they should be destroyed. He explains that society gradually stopped reading because people wanted faster entertainment and easier lives. Over time, books disappeared and censorship became normal. Beatty warns Montag not to become interested in books. But instead of stopping, Montag becomes even more curious. He decides to seek help from an old English professor named Faber. Faber has secretly continued reading books for many years. He believes books are valuable because they encourage people to think deeply and understand different ideas. Faber agrees to help Montag. Together, they dream of a future where books can return to society. Faber even gives Montag a small communication device that allows them to speak secretly while Montag is at work. Meanwhile, Mildred becomes frightened by Montag's strange behavior. She cannot understand why he cares about books. Like many people in this society, she prefers endless entertainment instead of difficult questions. One day, Montag becomes angry while Mildred and her friends are watching television. He reads a poem aloud. Instead of appreciating its beauty, the women become upset and uncomfortable. This moment shows how emotionally disconnected people have become. Soon after, Montag receives the worst assignment of his career. The fire truck stops in front of his own house. Someone has reported that Montag has hidden books. The person who reported him is his own wife. Mildred, she leaves the house without looking back. Captain Beatty orders Montag to burn his own home. Montag obeys at first, destroying everything he owns. But when Beatty continues threatening him and discovers Faber's communication device, Montag reaches his breaking point. He turns the flamethrower toward Beatty and kills him. Now, Montag is no longer a firefighter. He has become a fugitive. The government sends a terrifying machine called the Mechanical Hound to hunt him down. This robotic dog can track people by their scent and inject deadly poison. Montag escapes through the city and finally reaches a river. He floats downstream, allowing the water to wash away his scent. Eventually, he meets a group of people living outside the city. These people are scholars, teachers, and readers who have escaped society. Since books are constantly destroyed, each person has memorized an entire book. In this way, the knowledge survives even if every physical copy disappears. One person remembers the Republic. Another remembers the Bible. Others remember great works of literature, history, and philosophy. Montag decides to join them. For the first time in his life, he feels hope. Then something terrible happens. Enemy planes suddenly appear overhead. The city is destroyed in a massive bombing attack. Millions of people, including Mildred, are likely killed. The group watches from a distance as civilization collapses. Instead of giving up, they decide to return and help rebuild society. Montag now believes that knowledge, memory, and kindness can create a better future. The novel ends with hope, even after terrible destruction.